What's going on, everybody? It's your main man back on the scene with another video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that love button to help the channel grow. It will be greatly appreciated. Let's get to it. Todd McFarlane teases the Spawn universe's future movie and The Scorched. There are a few paragraphs that piqued my interest as a clue to a woke disaster. So let's scroll down. Where was that? Right here. Last month, it was announced Brian Tucker is going to take a crack at the movie script. What about his vision for the project impressed you to bring him on board? Well, it wasn't just my decision. There are a handful of other people working on it that we haven't announced yet. One of the people working on it that is going to be a big name when we finally get it to announce it. I think he said he went through close to 100 scripts by as many people as he could. We were looking ideally for someone who could bring a voice to the character on two levels. I'm just a white Canadian kid. I haven't lived the life of a man in America, of someone with dark skin. We thought it was important to get the perspective of someone who has someone with that perspective coming in and adding a slightly different bent to what you and I as comic book readers already know as to what Spawn is about. I didn't want to do the comic book origin story from issues 1 to 3 in the movie. We're looking for people without even telling them to give something a little bit different. Unfortunately, 80 to 90% of them, according to the other person involved who was interviewing most of them, were falling into the trap of retelling the comic book story in the movie. We saw that movie. That movie came out 20 plus years ago from New Line. So what haven't we seen that would be interesting and relevant today, both in terms of filmmaking and social content? Now, the words that disturb me are social content, relevant today, and perspective. So looking at the word usage, they're going to hire an activist and not a real brother. The character is fine just the way he is. For something like Good Times, that would be needed because the show was about a black family struggling in the hood, and someone who doesn't know the culture wouldn't get it right. I'll let James Amos speak on that.
It's odd there were no black writers on Good Times, isn't that correct?
We had a lot of contention about that because I felt like I knew more about what a black family should be and how a black father would act than our writers, none of whom were black, had no, and their perception or their idea of what a black family would be and what a black father would be was totally different from mine, and mine was steeped in reality.
Absolutely.
So after a few, let's say, emotional discussions, we got that straightened out, and they finally accepted the fact that I might know a little bit more about that than they did.
For that situation, I get it. And James is right. In the case of Spawn, if he is consulting someone to add some swag, I can work with that. But if he's talking about identity politics, then it's going to suck. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below, and I will talk to you good folks later. Peace.